What up? What up? What up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Katie's Empire. My camera has went dead, but that does not stop the grind. All right. So today's video, we're going to be talking about Andrew Tate. So Andrew Tate was actually on the Just Pearly Things a while back, and I thought that this guy was dropping a lot of gems that I want to bring to you guys' attention. All right. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
There has not been in the history of humanity across any culture, any book, any story, any fable, there has never been across the history of humanity any respect put on the name of a promiscuous female ever.
Nope.
Ever. You name the biggest conquerors that you can possibly name from history. Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great, all of them. They all had 100 wives, bunch of children, big G, conquered the world. Normal. That is normal evolutionary biology. That's how men are designed to be. There's never been a single female who's been celebrated for her promiscuity ever in history. It's always been frowned upon and disgusting. So yes, we are completely and utterly different. Yes, it's different if a woman cheats on a man. And if a man is at a complete top level of his life and ticks every single box, and if he decides to be loyal, which some do, and I can be loyal, and I have been loyal, but there's also times in my life where I think, fuck it, I don't want to be, and get a new girlfriend every single day of the week. I can do that, and I can decide to do that. If a woman decides to do the same, purely because her value is high enough to attract so many males, because she's beautiful, for example, it is completely different. And I'm going to explain to you why it's completely different, so buckle up. It's different. It's different.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go, baby. Look at Brittany Renner's face right now. Now you guys see how she acts and operates when she's around certain guys, right? Watch her throughout this whole entire the I want to say the clip is actually still up on Just Pearly Things, one of her most watched videos. Watch how she acts around him versus all the rest of the podcast and everything else that she's been on.
It's different. Well, I'll tell you why. It is impossible for a female to be promiscuous on a long enough period of time without devaluing herself because she is fucking people she shouldn't be fucking. There's no way she is sleeping with endless men, and all of them are either high value men or treating her the way she should be treated. If you find a woman who slept with 50, 100 dudes, she's either fucking dudes which aren't at her level or haven't worked hard enough to try and get the pussy. She was just too drunk to realize he's a loser, plays video games. Or she's fucking a top G who barely texts her back. So either way, she's fucking dudes she shouldn't be fucking, or a guy who's at the level who doesn't give her the right amount of attention. For a woman to find a guy who's truly on a level, who truly treats her the way she should be treated, that's once every couple years, if that. You ain't just gonna go out there fucking a new dude every week and say, yeah, he's worth pussy. Yeah, he treats me good enough to get my pussy. Da da da. And you know what's funny about the universe? It's actually beautiful about the universe because it's equal and opposite forces. When you devalue yourself, it's kind of like men can smell it on you. They can just look at a bitch and go, oh. And that's the way it works. So you have to be very careful as a female and sit and go, does this man truly deserve to fuck me? And if you think about it, the answer 99% of the time, especially if you're promiscuous, is no. So when a woman is sleeping around with all these men, she's devaluing herself. She's devaluing herself, and the world knows, God knows, the universe knows. When a man does it, he doesn't devalue himself at all. That's just the way it works.
Can I ask you a question? Wait, Esther, 1 second. So, may I ask you a question?
Man, good. Google it, Moogle it. Good grief. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me go ahead and take this off the screen. Tell me that guy was not dropping gems, man. Dropping gems from the sky for everybody to receive. Cold hard facts. And I want you guys to go ahead and chime in on this. Has there ever been a young lady that's been celebrated because of how promiscuous she was? Honestly. In what history, where in the world is this ever going to be celebrated? And I'm not talking about these, celebrated by these other chicks that's for the streets that ain't got no man and all that other stuff. No. Because what ends up happening for most of these young women that are out here living that type of life is in their prime, when they're beautiful, when everything is sitting up, and everything is in place where it's supposed to be. Yeah, it may seem like she has the up and up, but when she uses her time, when she spends her time giving her body and her energy to the wrong type of men, too many men, when she gets closer to that 30, mid 30, late 30 mark, she's going to look around and she's going to see, damn, most of the guys that was checking for me, they're not checking for me anymore. And these guys that's been coming up to me, to try to holler at me, the only thing they want me for is sex. The only thing that, I'm good for, I'm being used for, is sex. The type of men that I will honestly value. I'm not talking about these guys that come up to and they just be like, yo, this dude ain't worth my doggone time. We're not speaking about those guys. We're talking about the type of men that they would honestly value. The older you get, the less likely you are to find, especially for those promiscuous women, the less likely they are to find a man that's honestly worth their time, their attention, their body, their wound. You're supposed to use that time when you're in your prime to find the right type of man that you value and that's going to value you. But as we often see, listening to social media, listening to these other chicks that are for the streets, these 304s, listening to these other chicks that don't have the results that you want in life, the single ones, or listening to these simp and beta males, one that you would never give your time and your attention to, listening to those type of guys, not the type of men that you want to be around long term, not the type of man that you want to spend your time with, not the type of man that you look and consider, that you look at and say, yo, this is the type of guy that could honestly be my husband. This is the type of guy that I can honestly see myself spending the rest of my life with. Instead of using your prime years to go out and find those type of guys, you spend, again, your best years listening to the wrong people. And later on in life, when you hit that wall, as most of them say, some comes a lot sooner than others. You start to look around and you're like, yo, they've been giving me the wrong information. And this is true in a lot of cases. So I say to those type of women that think, that honestly believe that being a promiscuous woman is the way to go, I want you guys to honestly start to take a look at all the women. Again, we're not talking about those chicks that's in their prime, because right now, yeah, everything is good. Yeah, everything is probably straight right now. But once they get closer and closer to that mid to late 30s, maybe 40s, again, some come sooner than others, they start to realize that I wasted my time moving. I wasted my time doing the wrong things instead of doing the right things. It becomes a lot harder for those women to find these type of guys later on in life. Why? Because the type of men that they're looking for don't want to deal with an older woman with more miles, an older woman that has a certain type of attitude, an older woman that has already seen the world. An older woman that is set in her ways. You can't teach those type of women anything. You can't show those type of women anything. And men, a guy, listen, I want to be able to show you the world. I want to take you places and you just be in like, wow. I never knew that this type of thing existed. So ladies, y'all also got to be careful about them girls trips as well, because that stuff can come back to haunt you. Y'all just be careful, man. Be careful and be safe. Anyway, I want to hear from you guys, man. What do you guys think about this particular clip? What do you guys think about what Andrew Tate said? What do you guys think about what I said? And listen, if I'm wrong, cool. If I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments. If I'm wrong, listen, I'm always open to the possibility that I am wrong. I'm not one of those guys that just think that they're right. I absolutely love to have conversations like this to hopefully see things from a different light. And also, this also helps with other people that watch this channel. Y'all comment down below and just let us know. What do you think? Anyway, man, y'all be blessed. Y'all be beautiful. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.